Orlando Brown is coming for Beyonce again, and this time his claims are even more explosive. He has made serious allegations about Beyonce's private life and health, including an unverified claim that she contracted infections through alleged relationships with people in the entertainment industry. He has even claimed that she has AIDS and has supposedly lived with it for years.
And yesterday, I said, oh, Beyonce got AIDS. Ask me why I wasn't dead after I said Beyonce got AIDS.
Those are major claims. There's no credible public evidence confirming that Beyonce has AIDS, so Orlando's statements should be treated as allegations rather than facts. Beyonce has spent years maintaining a carefully controlled public image. She usually stays away from Hollywood drama and rarely responds when her name gets pulled into messy rumors. Critics and online commentators, however, have claimed there is another side to her private life. They argue that she is simply much more calculated about keeping personal matters away from cameras and headlines. But even the most private celebrity can become the center of internet speculation. Once people started digging through old stories about Beyonce, several rumors began circulating again. Some involved her relationships with women, while others pushed strange claims about alleged witchcraft. None of that automatically proves Orlando's accusations, but it has definitely kept people talking. One story that resurfaced involved Beyonce allegedly visiting The Box with 3 female friends. According to reports at the time, the group watched the club's risque performances while sitting behind protective curtains with a large bodyguard nearby. The story quickly became gossip material because some people tried to connect an ordinary night at an adult venue with bigger rumors about Beyonce's personal life. An eyewitness reportedly claimed Beyonce was enjoying the burlesque performance from the VIP balcony and cheering while performers took part in an explicit stage routine. The witness also claimed she remained at the venue until around 3:30 in the morning. Still, watching an adult performance does not establish anything about someone's sexuality or private relationships. Then, Jaguar Wright entered the conversation.
Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the.
Anyone familiar with Jaguar knows she has repeatedly criticized Beyonce and made some seriously wild allegations about her over the years. She has also been one of the loudest voices pushing claims that Beyonce is supposedly connected to heavy witchcraft. That witchcraft story did not begin with Jaguar alone. Beyonce's own artistic imagery and references to spirituality have been interpreted in dramatic ways online for years. Some critics turn those creative choices into accusations about occult practices, while fans have argued that people are simply twisting symbolism into something sinister. Either way, the rumors were already moving through the streets long before Jaguar started putting her own spin on them. Back when Beyonce introduced her famous Sasha Fierce alter ego, she described the experience in a way that immediately got people talking. She said, "Right before I performed for the BET Awards, I raised my hands, and it was the first time I felt something else come into me. I knew that was going to be my coming out night at the award show." Over time, some people online took those words literally and connected them to rumors about possession and witchcraft, even though that interpretation has never been established as fact. Then things got even messier in 2018. Beyonce's former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, who had worked with her for years, made allegations involving what she described as extreme witchcraft and harassment. Thompson sought a restraining order and accused Beyonce of using supernatural practices against her.
Beyonce's ex-drummer of 7 years, she is seeking a restraining order against Beyonce. She's accusing her of dark magic, witchcraft, tapping into her phone bill, and basically controlling her finances, harassing her. She's saying the Beyonce camp is put up a huge harassment campaign against her.
The accusations attracted plenty of attention, but they were allegations, and the requested temporary restraining order was reportedly denied. Now, Orlando Brown has pushed the story into much darker territory. He has made unverified claims involving Beyonce, Jay-Z, Diddy, private sexual encounters, and Beyonce's health. Brown has also alleged that Beyoncé contracted AIDS. That claim is not backed by credible public evidence, and a person's medical status cannot be established through celebrity gossip or speculation. Still, people online started pulling up other old stories involving Jay-Z. One name that entered the conversation was Jonathan Hay, who previously worked in publicity connected to Rihanna. Hay has publicly made claims about Jay-Z's private relationships and alleged encounters outside his marriage to Beyoncé.
See Jay-Z with transgender women? You personally?
I have, correct. It was during the tour. It was during the tour with the Mill, DMX, Jay-Z.
Those accusations have circulated heavily online, but they remain unverified. Some people then took those allegations another step further and began speculating that an alleged outside relationship could somehow explain Orlando's health claim about Beyoncé. There is no reliable evidence establishing that chain of events. HIV transmission cannot simply be assumed based on rumors about someone's partners, sexuality, or alleged private encounters. And this is where Jonathan's claims became even more controversial. He compared what he alleged was happening around Jay-Z to the sexual allegations that have surrounded Diddy and Cassie.
Is a cuckold, right? He likes to watch Beyonce with other men. Ray J, from what I heard, even before all this happened, was one of the guys that used to smash Beyonce while Jay-Z would watch.
According to Jonathan's version of events, Jay-Z allegedly allowed other famous men to become involved in private encounters with Beyoncé. Then, another famous name got dragged into the story. Jonathan alleged that Ray J was supposedly one of those celebrities. That claim added another layer of drama to an already wild collection of accusations, but it remains an allegation rather than an established fact. And in case you were wondering whether Jonathan is the same person who previously pushed allegations about Jay-Z and Rihanna, yes, he is. This time, Jonathan took the story even further by claiming federal investigators contacted him because they were supposedly looking into serious allegations involving Jay-Z. He said, the officers clarified that they were investigating Jay-Z for allegedly engaging in activity with underage Rihanna and transporting her across international borders. They said she wasn't the only one, and there were many others. That is an extremely serious claim, but Jonathan saying it publicly does not prove that it happened.
Try to find out who was in this Pimp C tape.
All I can tell you, there was a famous R&B chick, and it was a guy that was getting money at the time. And, you know, Pimp, he used to be in the studio. And every now and then he'd have a camcorder.
The way he delivered those allegations with so much confidence immediately had people online wondering whether he had evidence behind the scenes. But speaking boldly is not the same thing as having receipts. Without verified documentation or confirmed findings from authorities, these accusations remain claims and should not be presented as established facts. Then the conversation shifted toward Beyoncé. For years, rumors have circulated online claiming she secretly had relationships with other men, despite Jay-Z being her only publicly established long-term partner during that period. One of the oldest stories people keep bringing back involves the late rapper Pimp C and an alleged private relationship with Beyoncé. The rumor gets darker from there. Some online conspiracy theories claim an intimate recording involving Beyoncé and Pimp C supposedly existed, and that Jay-Z somehow prevented it from ever becoming public.
Meeting to go meet with Dame Dash. So we go after I leave Java, go to Rock to the Rock. As soon as I sit down there, Dame Dash opened up his checkbook, cut a check for $1 million. I'm like, whoa. I was like, is this for sure? He was like, no. He said, we want to UGK. I was like, what? He's like, we want to with your boys.
There is no credible evidence establishing that such a recording existed or connecting Jay-Z to Pimp C's death. Still, conspiracy theories surrounding Pimp C's death have continued for years. DJ Paul of 3 6 Mafia has discussed details he said were relayed by Pimp C's manager about how Pimp C was found. Those descriptions caused some people to speculate that something more sinister might have happened. But this is where the documented facts matter. Pimp C's death was officially ruled accidental, with the cause involving the effects of codeine combined with his pre-existing sleep apnea. So while internet theories continue trying to connect his death to celebrity rumors, there is no verified evidence proving that Beyonce or Jay-Z had anything to do with what happened. That is what the coroner officially ruled. Everything beyond that remains internet speculation, conspiracy theories, and secondhand stories, rather than established facts. But the reason some people refuse to drop the theory is because there was already known tension between Jay-Z and Pimp C surrounding their collaboration on Big Pimpin'. According to Greg, after the collaboration deal was completed, he called Pimp C while other people could hear the conversation through speakerphone. Pimp apparently did not realize anybody else was listening and started criticizing Jay-Z. That story gave conspiracy circles another detail to dissect, but tension between two artists does not prove anything criminal happened.
I DJ'd for Mos Def, and we went over to London for some shows, and Destiny's Child was performing there. And I don't know if you know this, and don't tell anybody if you don't, but Mos Def kind of used to mess with Beyonce.
Then there were separate rumors involving Beyonce and Mos Def. Cypher Sounds once talked about spending a weekend around Destiny's Child and recalled noticing that Beyonce and Mos Def appeared unusually close. Over time, people online turned observations like that into rumors that something romantic supposedly happened between them, although there is no verified evidence establishing a secret relationship. Then attorney Ariel Mitchell Kidd made another claim that sent social media into detective mode. During an interview, she said a potential client approached her regarding the possible sale of an alleged intimate recording involving Diddy and another extremely famous celebrity. Ariel claimed the other person was more high-profile than Diddy and allegedly did not know they were being recorded.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood.
People quickly started guessing that the unnamed celebrity could be Beyonce. The speculation mainly came from Beyonce being one of the few entertainers whose fame could arguably exceed Diddy's, combined with all the older rumors already surrounding her. But Ariel did not publicly identify Beyonce in that claim, so connecting her to the alleged recording is speculation. People also resurfaced an interview with DayBaby where he described unexpectedly finding himself in a private gathering with Diddy, Beyonce, and Jay-Z at Diddy's home. That story immediately got mixed into the existing rumors, even though simply being at a private gathering does not establish that anything inappropriate happened.
Social media users still had plenty to say. One person wrote, "So this could be true because I have heard many stories about Jay-Z making Beyonce smash other guys in front of him and he would watch. There is a reason why Solange was fighting him in the elevator." Another person said, "Jay-Z has been cheating, they both admit it, so it's possible to catch something. And why did Solange beat him up so bad? Did he give her something?" Those comments show how quickly separate celebrity stories can get stitched together online, even when the supposed connections have never been proven. And that elevator incident is exactly where people keep trying to connect the dots. The footage of Solange confronting Jay-Z after the 2014 Met Gala became one of the biggest celebrity moments of that era. Beyonce was standing right there while the situation unfolded, and because the public never got every detail about what triggered it, theories immediately started flying. But there is no verified evidence showing that the confrontation had anything to do with an infection, Diddy, or the other allegations being pushed online. What we do know is that Beyonce and Jay-Z later acknowledged serious problems inside their marriage,
Beyoncé's Lemonade sparked huge conversations about betrayal and infidelity, while Jay-Z later publicly admitted that he had been unfaithful. That gave people a real piece of information to work with, but the internet did what it always does and started connecting confirmed relationship problems to much bigger, unverified stories. That is also why Orlando Brown's allegations are getting so much attention now. People are taking old interviews, public marriage drama, random celebrity encounters, and decades of rumors and stacking them together like they are pieces of one giant puzzle. But having multiple rumors floating around does not magically turn them into receipts. The health claims especially need to be separated from the gossip. There is no credible public evidence establishing that Beyoncé has HIV or AIDS, and nobody can determine someone's medical status based on alleged cheating, sexuality, or who they supposedly spent time with. Those claims are serious, and repeating speculation as fact would cross a major line. Still, that has not stopped social media from digging through old Beyoncé and Jay-Z moments looking for anything that might appear suspicious in hindsight. Every interview gets replayed, every awkward expression gets analyzed, every celebrity friendship suddenly becomes part of another theory. The deeper people search, the easier it becomes to make unrelated events look connected. And now, another part of the story is getting pulled back into the spotlight. People have started revisiting what Beyoncé and Jay-Z themselves have said about the hardest period of their marriage, because some believe those admissions reveal much more than either of them intended. But now I want to hear what you think about this entire situation. What do you make of Orlando Brown's claims about Beyoncé's health and all the other allegations surrounding her private life? Do you think any credible evidence will ever surface, or has internet speculation simply taken these rumors way too far? Remember, there is no verified public evidence confirming the claim that Beyoncé has HIV or AIDS, and rumors about someone's relationships cannot prove their medical status. Drop your thoughts in the comments section and tell me which part of the story caught your attention the most. If you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with someone who follows celebrity drama, and comment below. Then click the next video for another messy story.